Okay, challengers, I've got a super fast, simple soup for you today. And this is a wonderful like appetizer kind of soup. It's not really a full meal kind of soup, but it's a lovely on the side of your meal kind of soup. Although I will say I will eat this for lunch with a little salad. It's fine for me. But if I was doing a dinner for like a whole family, I would probably just have this as a side. And what I love about it, if you have a tendency like I do, to buy carrots, or in this case it's a carrot and parsnip soup, and then they sit in the fridge and they get all rubbery. This is a great use of the rubbery kind of vegetables. Obviously, if it's rotted, that's not something you can eat. But if it's rubbery, you don't want to slice that up and like eat it raw. It doesn't go well in the salad, but we're gonna roast it, and so it's perfect. So these I prepped to make this soup last week, and then I got distracted and I didn't get around to it. So they're not at their best, they're fine, they're still going to roast just fine. And then these, of course, are just from today. And all you have to do is peel them and cut off the ends, and that's it, because we're gonna be cooking it and pureeing it all down, so you don't have to chop it up. It's super simple. So these are parsnips. I love parsnips. If you haven't had parsnips, they're kind of like a carrot and a potato had a baby. So they have a little bit of a slightly more of a bite to them. I wouldn't call them spicy, but they have a little bit of a bite to them, which I like because I find it has a little bit more flavor. So my carrot and parsnips are already peeled and ends are cut off, and then I'm just gonna drizzle with olive oil. These are gonna roast. I'm gonna salt this, and then they're gonna go into the oven until I can stick a fork in really softly. So about 20-30 minutes, depending on how much you've got. This is 2 bags of parsnips and then a random carrot that I still had. And if you don't know what to look for, like they have these in bags at H-E-B over by the carrots, and then a lot of grocery stores like Whole Foods and stuff will have them with the greens still on. If H-E-B sold them that way, I would buy them that way. So these are the parsnips. They're gonna go in. Now this is the important part. This is my favorite part of the soup, because here's where all the flavor is gonna come from. Roasted garlic. And if you haven't had roasted garlic, oh my gosh, your life is about to change. So this is super simple. Aldi sells a bag of garlic already peeled, a whole bunch of it. This is like the best thing to ever happen to cooking because it goes so much faster. So if you think you don't like garlic because it's got a bite, we're gonna roast it. It's gonna mellow out. It gets super sweet and the flavor is phenomenal. So here's how you roast garlic. You don't even have to peel it. Look, you just dump out a whole bunch. Dumping out like the whole bag because I can always use roasted garlic. It is such a flavor enhancer. So you can add like a spoonful and your house smells so good. So I dumped out all the garlic. It's already peeled. I'm just going to drizzle it with olive oil. You can also use avocado oil, but I really like the flavor of olive oil with my garlic. And then I'm gonna fold it up. Fold up the foil into a little packet. I'm gonna stick it in the oven. So this goes in the oven for about an hour. You wanna be able to peel it, and then when you take a fork and push it down on the garlic, it should just mash up into this lovely, amazing paste. So this is the prep work. It's gonna go in the oven. When it gets out, I'm gonna show you what to do with it. And by then, my house will smell so good. I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, challengers, we have roasted these parsnips and carrots and the garlic, and then I have my Vitamix already. You don't have to have a Vitamix. You don't even have to have a blender. If you prefer an immersion blender, they're like super cheap. You can get one for $15-20 off Amazon. If you like soup, I highly recommend one. But I'm gonna go ahead and make it in my Vitamix. So I roasted these parsnips and carrots, and I'm just gonna dump the whole thing in here. Whoop! Throw it on my countertop there. Dump them all. Dump them, yep. Okay, so I've got all that in there. Now I've got my roasted garlic. Y'all, I wish you could smell my house. My daughter came home from school and she was like, what smells so good? It's the roasted garlic. You don't have to add this much. You can add about a head of garlic worth, but we really like garlic in my family, so I'm gonna add the whole thing. But if you are new to garlic, or if your family is new to garlic, then I would say just 1 head of garlic, which is about 7 or 8 of the roasted cloves. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm just gonna do chicken stock, and I'm gonna put in about 3/4 of this, of the chicken stock. And then I'm gonna add some rosemary. If you have fresh rosemary, rosemary is always better. But my rosemary plant has been a little overplucked lately, so I'm not getting any fresh right now because I don't want to kill it. And a little bit of parsley. Once again, fresh is always better, but dried also works. So I've got some parsley and some salt. If you're using a pinch, then I would say a pinch and a half. And then I'm going to put in about 1/3 cup of coconut milk. This is the canned stuff, not the stuff that they sell for you to do like smoothies. This is like the super creamy stuff. It's got all of the really healthy fats. And dun, 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 dun. Make sure that's on. And that's it. Of course, always taste it and season it to your liking. And this is, it's gonna be better tomorrow. So if you can ever make it a day ahead of time and then just stick it in the fridge and then take it out and put it on the stovetop, maybe add a little bit more chicken stock to get the consistency that you like, it'll taste even better. This is an amazing, healthy, immune boosting soup. So parsnips have vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin K. And then your coconut oil your coconut milk is, of course, is very healthy fats. And roasted garlic has amazing health benefits. It's not quite as potent as raw garlic, but it is still an anti-inflammatory and an antibiotic, and they found that it helps with free radicals. So this is all kinds of healthy goodness. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you try it, and have a great day.